All right, on this episode of Bowks Talking Bouts, excited to talk to an individual with a big fight going under the ONE Championship banner. Transpires on July the 30th. It is an atomweight bout at ONE Battleground. Wang Luping and Victoria Lee getting out to test skills in the ONE circle and welcoming Victoria on the show for the very first time. How's your day going so far there, Victoria?
My day's going great. Just finished training and getting ready for an evening session.
Yeah, and I just wanted to talk about the debut effort first off there because just such an amazing showing against an experienced individual, and I'm just kind of wondering, like, was that the consummate performance that you could have hoped for there? Because I thought you really showed a very well-rounded skill set there.
I was really happy with my one debut. I think that the whole journey was an amazing experience, and looking back on the fight, I know that there's a lot to improve, but that's why I'm in here in the gym trying to get better and improve the set.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering, like, if United MMA is, still a place you're getting and work with in terms of like just regular sparring partners. Like, are you still working with the usual customers over there at, United MMA and whatnot?
Yes. Currently, our gym is closed for classes, but I have an amazing team with me. My coaches, my mom and dad, and as well as my brothers and my sisters, and the youth, the youth, um, the youth fight team that comes in for our sessions. We have a very talented group, and they're just helping me to improve every day.
And I think in an Instagram caption after the debut effort there, you shouted out Adrian as being your number one training partner. Is Adrian a big fixture in this sophomore effort fighting for ONE Championship here?
Definitely. Adrian is probably my main training partner right now, and he's helped me so much in my last camp and this camp as well. He's such an amazing training partner, even though he's already like 6 inches taller than me and like 50 pounds heavier. He's really considerate, and he always gives me a good round.
Yeah, well, that's a great training partner dynamic. You got to have that, trust built in there. But just in talking about that first foray there, like you'd done the post-fight interview where you're referring to that as the biggest thing you had ever done in your life. I'm kind of curious, like, is that just like a compounding thing as your career goes on, in the sense of, like, is each subsequent fight the new biggest thing you've done in your life? Is that how you're kind of looking at this next one?
Definitely, that's how I'm looking at it. Each fight, every fight is the most important fight of my life. That's how I looked at it going into my last fight, and that's how I'm looking at going into this one. I think that my last fight, the whole experience was amazing, and I'm taking everything I've learned from that and implementing it into this next camp. And I'm so excited to fly out next week and start the whole journey again.
And I'm just kind of curious, what was sweeter between just the positive affirmations your dad gave after the fight, or that great cake that Angela made there for you in victory?
Both of them. My dad gave me some words of it of how proud he was of me, and it was amazing to come home to that chocolate cake that I was craving for so long. My sister, so sweet and so thoughtful, and I can't wait to repay the favor for and make her a big cake for when she has her comeback fight.
Yeah, and it looks like she's just kind of like reintegrating herself into the training picture. Like, how cool is it to sort of be in the gym and sort of be going through those processes as she's sort of like reintegrating herself into the training scene there?
It's awesome. My sister is more, she's a bigger, she was such a big part of my camp for my pro debut, but for this camp, she's actually able to do some of the drills with me. Of course, she's still recovering from giving birth, but I'm so proud of her. She's recovering so well, and she's so strong. I know she's going to come back stronger than ever.
Yeah, and just, like you said, just the new baby in the picture there, but also, Christian, another baby kind of coming in the scene there. Like, how is that? It seems like you've got multiple, favorite little people in the whole world there to kind of, spend some time with. And you just, the Lees seem so, family oriented. So I imagine there's a lot of, euphoria and just like elation going around with just the fact that there's a couple little rascals kicking around now.
Oh yeah, both of my nieces are so adorable. I love spending time with them and seeing them in the gym. They just bring so much happiness into the room. And it's crazy how fast they're growing up. I mean, they're already trying to talk and walk. It's scary, but I can't wait. I love seeing how their personalities are developing. They're both so adorable and they're getting so chubby and so much fun to spend time with them.
Yeah, just an amazing dynamic there. But just it seems like the family dynamic in the sense of like the dividends it's probably paid off for your career has been pronounced. Just even the sense of like being there for those like, behind the scenes moments like before the fights and stuff like that. Like I think I was reading an article where it was saying that you'd been backstage for around like 20 different fights that both of your siblings have had. So like how much has that, I guess, experience paid off for you just even in a non-competitive capacity, just seeing like I guess the build up, calm before the storm as it were.
I think being able to attend so many of my brother and sister's events did help me kind of prepare myself for knowing what's coming on fight week. You have the photos and then the interviews and then you have the walkout and everything, but being the one in the hot seat answering the questions and being outside looking in is totally a different experience. I think it's helped to prepare me kind of mentally to know what's coming next, but it's definitely a big difference to be the one in the center doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just, curious to get your thoughts on this upcoming fight here. Just Wang Luping getting in there with the, 3-fight winning streak across her last few outings there and just getting out there to, show what she's got in the one circle. Like, I'm kind of curious, like, are you someone that generally does tape study on your opponent? Are you more someone that kind of focuses on, I guess, your own efforts and what you're looking to do out there? Like, I guess, is there any, anecdotal level of familiarity with Luping and the skills they bring to the table heading into this fight here?
Well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to find any footage of my opponent. I know that she has a 3-2 record on a 3-fight winning streak, and she does have more experience than me, but that's similar to my last opponent who had more experience than me. I'm just focusing on training hard, upping my skills, and I'm very excited to showcase my skills for this fight.
Yeah, and I think many that follow ONE Championship share in that sentiment, but just noticing that you're an IMMAF World Champion just in the past efforts, I'm kind of curious because it seems like there's been such growth in the amateur scene over the last number of years. Like, how important was some of the different aspects of the amateur learning curve to creating that smooth transition over to professional competition there?
I think that being able to compete in the World Championship tournaments and to have that experience to compete against competitors from all around the world really helped me to just build more experience against high-level competitors, and I think that really helped me to prepare for my professional debut because of everything that I've learned competing and managing the pressure and executing my training and I think that's what's helped me to build more experience to compete in my professional debut, and I'm just adding skills after each fight and implementing it into my next camp.
Yeah, and it's interesting because like I saw a lot of people were making a lot of your age when you made the debut, but I've seen a lot of other individuals too. I mean, I think it's maybe got something to do with the Canadian roots a little bit. I mean, like Rory McDonald, Jordan Meehan, the Laramie brothers, TJ and Tony, there a lot of teenage debutante fighters there. So yeah, maybe it's a bit of a Canadian thing. Maybe the teenagers got to get out there and just get right to it, and they've already got the skills shored up there.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talented young fighters who have the talent, but they just don't have the exposure. And I was so lucky to have the opportunity to showcase my skills, and I'm so grateful to be in this promotion.
Yeah, it's a great fit in a number of regards. But I was also seeing an interview where you're saying that you make food shrines with your siblings for all the post-fight snacks that you're looking to eat. What's on the food shrine for this go around here?
Oh my goodness, for this time around, well, I don't even know. I think a lot of Hawaii snacks is on my list. Some poi mochi donuts and a lot of sweets.
Oh yeah, I can't go wrong with that. I mean, I probably shouldn't have even brought it up. You probably got to like think of it after the fact. It's like you're trying to get out there and get for the fight and stuff like that, keeping the diet in line. But also, whenever I have fighters on, I generally ask if there's particular genres of music they like to train to. But also, I've talked to fighters who are kind of like whatever about it. It's like whoever grabs the aux cord, it's kind of incidental. I'm just kind of fine with whatever. Like, do you have music that you, I guess, gravitate towards when you're in the gym getting in that work?
I guess on fight day, I have like my music, my certain playlist that that gets me hyped up. But other than that, like just regular training at the gym, it's whatever my dad or my brother's playing. It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, fair enough, for sure. And just, in being mindful of your time, I appreciate getting you to come on the show and offering some insights and everything like that. But like I said, in the interest of being mindful of what I presume to be a busy schedule, is there anything that you maybe want to add sort of as a parting thought as we're kind of wrapping up here, Victoria?
No, I really appreciate I really appreciate being on the show, though.
Yeah, great getting some insights ahead of what is a very intriguing fight, and people can check that out at ONE Battleground, July the 30th, an atomweight go around with Wang Luping and Victoria Lee getting out there into the one circle and testing skills. To reiterate, thanks for coming on the show and giving me some great insights, Victoria. Best of luck with the remainder of the preparations and just, the fight week travel, but also have a good rest of your day too there.
Thank you so much.